Right now at 6, the search continues for an escaped prisoner loose in Warren County.
Tonight, Wright City residents are being asked to stay on high alert. We know Stephen Woodson broke away from guards while at a rest stop late last night. He was being transported from Nebraska to North Carolina on burglary charges. Melanie Johnson is in Wright City tonight where the search for Woodson continues.
Yes, and McCory, I just got off the phone with Wright City Police who tell me that the U.S. Federal Marshals will be on their way to Warren County to find this fugitive. He has now been on the run for 22 hours. We now know the guards responsible for transporting him were in their 70s, and both of them did not have guns.
Everybody involved should be held accountable. So, I mean, these people's lives at stake. You got people stopping with kids and everything else.
This woman wanted to be anonymous because this man, Steve Woodson, escaped custody Monday. She was there as police scoured this rest stop in Wright City looking for the convicted felon.
We just seen drones flying around and police coming in, and there was like cap after cap after cap. It was crazy.
This is Woodson's latest mugshot before he was taken in a private vehicle, headed from Nebraska to North Carolina to testify in an assault case. Police say the prisoner was traveling with a colostomy bag when two unarmed guards over the age of 70 years old pulled over in Wright City at this stop off of I-70 Monday night.
We just happened to be the place where this person decided to run away.
Woodson was able to hop the fence. He has not been seen since.
I think it's a bit unnerving for somebody who's in custody for a crime to be transported by someone who's not commissioned to be a law enforcement officer.
Alderman Ramiz Hakeem has been in touch with law enforcement all day as U.S. Marshals prepare to step in and help with the capture.
Whose fault is this?
You know, I think it's early to tell whose fault this is.
First Alert 4 learned Woodson escaped while under the supervision of Curtis, Nebraska company Midwest Special Services. His rap sheet includes resisting arrest, violating a protective order, identity fraud, as well as breaking and entering. As the feds head to Warren County, you're urged to be on the lookout for this escaped felon.
Our citizens need to stay vigilant. Pay attention, look for your surroundings. If you see something, say something.
Now, law enforcement experts tell us that typically when inmates are transported in a private vehicle, that means one of two things. Either they're trying to save money or that they also are trying to limit how many people they have out there because they have an access to manpower that is limited. Sam.
And Melanie, we know the search for that inmate does continue. You mentioned the two guards who were transporting him were in their 70s. They didn't have weapons. What are we looking at as far as possible consequences for the guards in this failed transportation here?
Now, again, this is a private company, but they could be face consequences when it comes to negligence of their duties, or they could be having a civil liability as well if something bad happens while this inmate is still out on the run. Right now, Stephen Woodson's whereabouts remain unknown. Police are asking anyone with information to contact law enforcement and call 911. We're live in Wright City. Melanie Johnson, First Alert 4.